How's it, Libra? Welcome to your reading for the month of November. I hope that you are doing fantastic. I hope that you guys had a beautiful, beautiful birthdays. I saw some amazing pictures online. I hope that you all had an amazing month and in your birthday time, in your season. And now let's see what's happening for you in November. So just to explain to you what's happening over here quickly, I've sort of brought together some of the modalities that I do, and sometimes when I do a personal reading, this is the sort of thing that I would do. So I'm a crystal healer, I'm a Reiki master. I brought that together. We're looking at your 7 main energy centers, your chakras. um, what is that telling us? And also sending you love for all the situations in life where you need some healing. All right. Now, just want to let you know, Libra, that the surface underneath this is glass. So in case you maybe have your reading on in quite loud, or you're wearing earphones or something like that, you maybe just turn it down so it doesn't hurt your beautiful ears. And I'd also really appreciate if you go ahead and like the video and subscribe and hit that notification bell because it helps the channel to grow, which I appreciate. All right, so let's get started. Are you all ready? So spirit guides and guardian angels, what is it that Libra needs to know, please? What is it that they need to know? What is going to be beneficial for them? What is going to serve their part in the greatest good of all? Huh, okay. Wow. I like this. Starting off with this, I love this because this is a clearing of the lower energies over here. There's beautiful balance here for you in November. For many of you here in the lower energies, there might have been some healing that has taken place recently. Some of you may have taken a little bit of a back step when it came to things like spiritual, sort of like development and that sort of thing. Um, but what I see is there's this beautiful balance over here with confidence, with your strength, with knowing who you are. There's that beautiful balance, which is fantastic because this is all about the part of you being a human being here on planet Earth. And I love the fact that that is so fantastically balanced. What I do see is there is a lot of heart healing that's taking place. And that makes perfect sense because you first do your grounding, you get your sense of individuality, you find your power, and then you go into the heart space. Because a lot of people want to start with the heart first, and they want to start with sort of like the third eye and all of those type of things first. But what I like is that there's a very systematic approach that has been taken over here, Libra, where where it's only normal, it's only natural in actual fact for you right now, for healing of the heart. The one thing that you maybe want to be mindful of, though, is I do see that some of you, even though you're healing in the heart space there, some of you are giving quite a bit of your heart energy away. And this could be in a relationship. Like, I'm just going to put it the way that it is out there. Some of you are in connections that you shouldn't be in. All right. And that's part of the healing. So some of you may be in a space where there are people that might leave your life. Could be a loved one. It could be a lover. But there's a connection here that's leaving your life. All right. As that healing is taking place. And it doesn't, I'm sorry about that. It doesn't mean that you or the person is bad. What it's simply referring to is that, when we look at healing, for example, and growing and expansion, remember, some people are in your life to stay there forever. They're like a forever sort of deal. But some people are only there for a season, you know? And as we are healing, and this is such a profound thing, it can be so challenging, but it's such a profound thing that as we are healing, certain people were in our life path and they needed to be in our life during the time that we were healing. They needed to be there when we weren't in the sort of like the version of where we are now, the expanded version of ourselves. And sometimes we try to hold on to people and to hold on to situations and to hold on to connections, even though we know within ourselves that we have to let them go because obviously it hurts, it's painful. But in order to proceed to that next step, there is release that is taking place over there. All right. Not the easiest thing in the world. Sending you lots of love for that situation over there, Libra. Not the easiest thing in the world. Okay. But some of you have really lost your voice in this world. Your voice, it's almost like your voice has been taken away from you. Okay. For whatever reason. And this is a space where you're getting your voice back. Okay, you're getting your your fullness of your power, of your energy back. You're getting your oomph back in a way that is even more oomph than it was before, because obviously you have grown, you've gone through situations, um, and that also there's an expansion also of the psychic flow for you. Okay, so a little bit of a challenging thing going on here for you during the month of November, Libra, but also I see a whole lot of other things moving in here. Money, there's grounding moving in. Some of you may have spiritually developed, or maybe you have been sort of hiding your spiritual gifts for a very long time. You maybe didn't feel confident to speak about them and to just open them and to just let them out. But I see that all is changing, and it's very well received by the universe. Okay, which is fantastic. Now, let's have a look at your. Maybe some of you signed up for my mind unlocking class. It's on my website. The link's in the description. Let's see what the angels have got to say for you, Libra. So awesome. And if any of you are interested also in reading oracle cards, I've got a free course, a free oracle reading course. There's a link in the description, as well as the link for my step-by-step course. Okay, so we've got a bit of a situation happening over here. All right, so let's see what happens if I just pop them. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one away because it's upside down. And I'm gonna take the two that are showing out here. So let's see what we have. The one says acceptance, and it says, now these are messages from your angels. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. This is such a you card energy. This is so beautiful, Libra. You know, um, sometimes in life, and this is typically a trait that you may have, we try so much to help others to reach their own greatest potential, that even from our very good intentions, people might call you sort of like nosy and mingling in their business and that sort of thing. Okay, so this is a space that encourages you to sort of leave the world the way that you get it. You can send love, you can send good intentions. Obviously, if you're being asked, that is when you can, share your opinion and what you think might help a person. But I would say until anybody's asking you for help, until anybody's asking you for assistance, don't worry about it. There's a whole lot of things that's going on for you in November already, Libra. So, overwhelming things, but effectively positive things. Okay, and sometimes big shifts can be very overwhelming. So, what I would say is be kind with yourself during November. Keep the focus more on you. And especially if you really want to help others and you really want to be there for others, then what I would so strongly recommend is that you take this time to focus on yourself, because the better you are, the better your flow is, and the better your mindset and your relationship with yourself and the universe and life and all of those things are, the better you are actually able to help others. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Energy work is your next one, and it says life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. You see what I'm talking about? Taking care of the self. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and also to your clients. Okay, so as you work with that heart space is opening, the communication is opening because the inner communication changes, which means the outer, portrayal of that changes. So the more you focus on you, the more you focus on your energy, the more you have to give to others. Okay, let's see what we've got for you in tarot. Okay, that just jumped out there. What do we have here? Three cards. And I love working with the number three because the three is very much that sort of energy that celebrates the allness of who you are, mind, body, spirit. So you've got the two of materials, which is the two of pentacles, Libra, and this is speaking about change, positive change of money, availability of people and resources. Things are coming to you in wonderful, beautiful ways. That throat opening chakra that's happening over there, because the inner communication is changing, the sort of the relationship that we have with life, that what we put out, it's different. So that is why a lot is changing, and changing in a very positive way for you. Okay, what is the next card? Queen of materials, staying there with pentacles. A lot of you have put a lot into yourself, into your trade, into your knowledge. Maybe you've done a lot of studying, you refined a lot of skills. You've kind of gone years through the sort of like the purifying fire, so to speak. And this is a space where life starts to give back to you the positivity that you've put out and the abundance that you've out. We put out abundance of time and money and those things. Life reflects it back to us, especially when we do that with positive intentions. And Night of Materials, new ways of making money. This could be promotions for many of you. This could be freedom. Some of you might get fired from your job, and it might actually be one of those things, and you go like, "Oh, thank God, I'm actually rid of that." I see one door, and this is one of those places where one door closes, another one immediately opens for you. Okay, so it's not a space where things are happening and then you're sort of left alone and lost. All right, let's see what we've got for you with the Oracle of the Seven Energies. I love this deck of cards. What is it that Libra needs to know, please? Spirit guides and guardian angels. What is it that Libra needs to know during the month of November? Okay, so let's first look at this one that came out on its side here. It's a little bit on its side, Earth Magic. So it was laying a little bit like this. This card is reminding you of the benefits that you experience when you connect with the earth. All right. It also encourages you to take out some time to connect with the earth. So if you've been running from pillar to post and from this point to that point and all those type of things, it might be time to slow things down a little bit and to take a breather and to sort of reassess if the dreams and the hopes and the desires that you had before, if those are still the same things that you want to have. Because I feel that for some of you, your priorities has changed and they are busy changing. Okay, we've got 4 cards, which is about stability. Smoke and mirrors. Okay, don't get too worried and too involved in things that are happening at the moment. Any sort of tragedy that comes across on your path, and when I say tragedy, I mean tragedy between inverted commas, all the sort of calamities and things that come across your path, Libra, um, I feel that those are all very passing things. It's almost like those previous patterns that you had are just showing up to just move on to a next level. Okay? Quieting the mind. Again, have you been running around? Have you been all over the place? Okay? The earth wants to make a connection here with you. Yes, you are grounded and you all those beautiful things, but you also want to remain that way. Okay, you've put in a lot of hard work to get to where you are. So all the positive benefits and all those things that you experienced, you also want to remain in that positive space. Okay, so it's important to maintain that balance and to maintain that grounding and to still check in with the earth. And then what is the other one that we had? Tender embrace. Let love come to you. Let people do things for you. Let the universe surprise you. And the way that you let the universe surprise you is by letting people do things for you. If somebody wants to do something nice for you, let them. Okay? Don't shy away from that. Right? Let's see what we've got in Osho Zen Tarot. I love Osho Zen Tarot because it's so much about our spiritual path. And I'm actually creating a course for Osho Zen Tarot, which will be out in a little bit. Okay, so we got 3 cards over there. The first one is Sorrow, which is 9 of Swords in traditional tarot. Okay, so this card, Libra, this is speaking about some of you might be very much in your mind at the moment, over analyzing things. Okay, and when we are too much in our mind, sometimes we actually start to create a lot of trouble for ourselves. Okay, remember, whatever you focus on too much is what you start bringing into your life, and the light is starting to come through. But for some of you, the light can't come through because you're very focused on the things that are going wrong or what you might be afraid might go wrong. Okay, you are encouraged to return to innocence here, to return back to the simple things in life, to the beautiful things in life. Okay. We so easily get involved in life with all the stuff and the things, and I must do this and I must do that, and this is expected of me and that is expected of me. This is my responsibility and that is my responsibility, etc., etc. And you can have all of that, but let's not forget to take out beautiful moments to connect. And inner voice, this is in traditional tarot, it is the high priestess. The high priestess is one of it's almost like that oracle that only tells you the truth. You are on a very good path here, Libra. You're heading in a very positive direction. Really beautiful. But if you want to stay on this path and you want to ultimately benefit from this path, it's important to do that grounding work. Don't let all this work that you've done go to waste. Because I feel there is those, sort of like there's so many things happening in life and so many people may be asking your attention. Again, nothing wrong with that, but remember to also periodically check in with yourself. Okay. So that's what I got for you. I hope you have the most beautiful, wonderful, great, incredible, fantastic November of your entire life. Actually, I hope it's the most beautiful month of your entire life, Libra. And so it is. Okay? If it resonates with you, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you want to have a personal reading or you're interested in all the other services that I do, then do have to look at the link to my website down below in the description. Namaste, beautiful, beautiful soul of infinite potential.